You're listening to Reza Riffs with Keith Reza and Alan Lee, right here on LA Talk Radio.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Subscribe, rate, and review. Alan Lee will not be here. Instead, we got the number 2 sidekick, the Nightwing to my Batman, the great Victor Pacheco.
Hey.
I always call you the Nightwing because, you know, Robin left Batman to become Nightwing, and then Batman got a new Robin. Is that a donut you're eating?
I'm not keeping up with fat guy tradition. This is actually an orange.
Oh,
but of course, when I eat a fucking sliced orange, it looks like I'm eating a fucking donut. So, of course, it's just like, you know, you just got to go with fucking what you know Victor to eat, oranges or donuts.
I thought it was a donut. I was going to say a donut sounds good.
Pete, I don't give a fuck. Next time I see you, we're hitting up a 24-hour donut shop. I don't give a fuck when it is. Find a 24-hour donut shop.
I wonder if they sell oranges there.
Dude, I'm bad.
Okay, guys. So we have a great guest over the Zoom. You've seen this guy on MTV, Comedy Central, the movie 50 Shades of Black, the great Jack Assadourian Jr. I know him as Jack Jr. I never call him Assadourian, but his legal name is Jack Assadourian Jr. So for the purpose of the rest of this interview, I'm just going to call him Jack Jr. I'll be like, hey, Junior. I'm just kidding. Dude, it would hate, like, because I'm a second. My legal name is a second, you know? I always wish I was a junior because when people call me, like family, they'd be like, hey, second. I'd be like, what? They'd be like, hey, second, do the trash. I'd be like, who are you talking to? But like Junior, I know they talk to me. All right, so Jack is about to log on. I just admitted him. Hey, Jack. He's connecting his audio. He's muted. Excellent. Jack,
hello?
My man, how are you?
I'm good, bro. Hold on, let me connect this. Change the name.
Yeah.
My wife used it for homework yesterday.
Oh, nice. You got married?
What's up, Vic?
Hey, what's up, Jack? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Can you guys hear me? My AirPods are not working.
No, I hear you fine, man. How are you? Are you there? No, I don't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah. Now, yeah.
Why does it sound so low? Hold on. It's my computer. My computer's not good.
I mean, we can hear you fine. Do you have the volume up high? Or is it low right now, I mean?
Yeah, you may, obviously.
Jack, I like those
He's like,
paintings
you have the
behind you.
volume up high?
I mean, I can barely hear. I don't hear you. I don't know if my computer's fucked up or what. I can barely hear you.
I can hear you fine.
Wait, hold up a second. Right by Jack's name, you know, like right next to the internet, it says yellow. And yours is white and mine is white. So I don't know if that's the problem.
Maybe.
All right. Well, Jack, I was saying I like your paintings behind you.
You like my paintings? Yeah, this is Brady Matthews painted both of these.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I buy his art like every so often. When I first bought one, it was originally $200. Now I'm paying up to $1,000. I'm like, calm the fuck down. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, he's like, they're gonna be worth a lot when I'm dead. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I would pay him now. Those are pretty good. I'm starting to get, the older I get, I'm starting to get into painting.
Me too. I like art now.
Yeah.
I like weird stuff. Like this is all, it's like 3D. Like what's it called? Abstract. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Right.
I kind of like it because it reminds me when I used to do drugs and I would see shrooms. I was like, that's what I would see. So it gives me like a flashback. My wife doesn't do drugs, so she doesn't know what I'm talking about. She's just rolling her eyes right now.
So, Jack, one of the things I really like about you is
Did we start the podcast already?
Yeah, we're started.
Oh, we started? Okay. I don't know. I'm like, you look like you're in your bedroom.
Well, my maids are cleaning my bedroom, so I'm in the living room now.
Keith looks like he has underwear on right now.
I do.
You do, right? I can totally tell.
Yeah.
You got that underwear look right now. You're like, hey, I just took a shit. Let's fucking podcast. I'm ready to go. I swear, Vic looks like he showered, he shaved.
Well, Victor just got added on because like I promoted the flyer. He's like, hey, do you need a co-host? I was like, sure. Victor loves you very much.
Perfect. Hey, hold on, Fee. Why is this volume not working? Did yours work like this yesterday? Okay. I have this. How about now? Talk.
Yeah.
Still not working. So, there you go. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I fixed it.
All right, we fixed it.
The AirPods are dead.
Oh no.
Oh,
and Jack, your name's in white again. Those those 4 little strips. I think that's the internet.
All right.
Connection.
Well, whatever. We can all hear each other now. That's all I care about.
I know. Let's give it up for Keith. Keith's wearing tidy whities right now for sure. Tidy whities. His pubes are hanging out right here. Tidy whitey, Keith.
Wait, are you wearing tidy whities too, Jack?
Fuck no, I wear boxers, bro. This shit out. Look at that, boxers. Like that, I like boxers.
Oh my god!
I used to wear tidy whities when I was a virgin.
Yeah, that's why I still wear them.
That's where I was going with that.
So, Jack, one of the things I really like about you is you're a stand-up. I don't just like this. I love you. You're a stand-up comedian, and you also book a lot of shows, including the Ha Ha, which your parents own. But you book it in a way where you book it as a comedian and not as a booker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I think like that's a beautiful thing. And like, I was just wondering, how did you transition to that? Because you didn't always be a comedian. You used to work the club. You know
well, I mean, I worked the club since I was a freaking child. Since I was a toddler, bro, I've been at that club. Like, I can remember, like, we used to have a buffet at the club back in the day, and I would help set up the buffet. Like, that's how young I was. I think I was like 9 years old or 8 years old. But I remember my dad would always tell me, like, this is school. This is the school. Business is school. And he would teach me stuff. And I'd always pay attention. And he would take me on catering events and all this kind of stuff. And then it became a comedy club. And I was always just watching how my parents ran things. And my parents are very, very smart when it comes to business. When it comes to business, they're very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
One thing that I disagree with them on was booking comics and running a comedy club, which was all new to me and to them.
Right.
So when I started doing comedy and going on the road and going to clubs all over the country, I would learn stuff from other clubs. And this is something my dad always says, take what's good, leave what's bad. So I would take what's good from those clubs and I would implement them at the Ha Ha. And then I slowly transitioned and I told my mom that let me book the club. I think I know what I'm doing now. Like I have the connections. I've made a lot of good relationships. A lot of comics trust me. I've seen the formula work at other places. I'm taking everyone's formula and making my own formula. And that's why I think it works, because it's not always about just booking a headliner, a host, and a feature. It's about what's going to be good for the show for that night. What kind of theme is it? What area are we in? Are we in Hollywood? Are we in North Hollywood? Are we in Vegas? Are we here? And I kind of give a little bit of flavor, like like I take my comedy shows as a pot, right? And I put a little bit of everything in there, and then it comes out delicious. That's what I do.
Sometimes it doesn't come out delicious, though.
Sometimes that's on a Tuesday night when I have Keith Reza on the show. Yeah, you know how it is, bro. Not all the shows are going to be amazing, but the ones that are, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see. It's like you're like Keith says, it's not always going to be delicious, but it's all trial and error, and We're still learning. I'm only been doing comedy for 13 years. So, you know.
Really? I thought you've been doing it way longer.
No, man, 13 years, man. I never wanted to be a comedian.
You know why I think maybe you've done it longer is because when I started at the Ha, I would always see you. So maybe that's why I thought, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I would always be there.
Yeah.
You probably saw me sweeping or busting tables or bartending. I never was a comic. Yeah. I didn't want to be a comic, man. You know, growing up watching all these comics like cry and bomb and single, depressed, lose their house, no money to buy a soda. You think I wanted that? I'm like,
well, what changed where you wanted to do that? Like, because now you're a very, very good comic. You're headlining everywhere, and you know now you have. When I see you perform, you have real joy doing it.
Like I said, I never want to be a comic. I got married. Okay, so I opened up a cell phone store at 24 years old, and I worked at the mall, and it was my own store. I didn't work for anyone. I was my own boss. I worked long hours, and I made really good money. And then I got married. I had a kid, and then a year later, that marriage fell apart. We broke up. We got divorced. She took my kid away from me. I lost my business. I lost my work ethic. Right. I lost everything, and I was very depressed. I was very sad, and I was actually suicidal because I was like, I was on top. I wasn't relying on my parents. I was on my own, you know. And then I lost everything, and I went to my father for help, and I was like, hey, I'm not doing too good. I need therapy right now. Please help me pay for therapy. I think I'm gonna kill myself. And then my dad said, this is exactly what he said. Do you know how expensive therapy is? He goes, go do open mic. And that's what happened.
Oh my God. It's funny that you talk about killing yourself because before you came in, Victor said he had a dream that he got ran over by a train or something.
What the fuck?
I did not fucking say that. That's bullshit.
Oh shit. Jesus.
I thought you were going to
put some pants on.
You can in your pants, bro.
No. I was the one who actually said that. I said like because I was telling him a bad joke and it involved a train.
Oh,
I have autism, so the things I know a lot about is comedy and trains.
Nice. My son loves trains. Choo choo. Those are words.
Those are the best. So Jack, so now you're also touring around the world right now. You're doing London, and I think the other day when I texted you, you said you were on a cruise ship.
Yeah, I was on a cruise ship. I was in Dubai last year.
Yeah.
It's been good, man. Comedy is paying the bills now full time. Like I'm literally just doing this full time. I don't do anything else. I don't do nothing else. This is it.
Yeah. Well, how do you translate your humor to like different parts of the world like that? Like how did you learn how to do that? Just by doing it?
I mean, yeah, I just did it. Like honestly, my comedy has always been relatable. Like if you think about this, like okay, there's some comics that work the Hollywood Improv. There's some comics that work just the Comedy Store. There's some that do that, right? I was never that guy. I wasn't good. I didn't even perform my own club. I always moved around. I would go drive to San Diego. I would do bar shows in Pico Rivera. I would like move around because I feel like you can't just do comedy for that audience because then you're only gonna be able to do comedy for that type of audience. Right. And unfortunately, the Hollywood Improv and all them, it's a white, hipster, popular, cool kid audience, you know? So you're not gonna see that audience on a cruise ship or in Mexico. Like I did a show in Cabo San Lucas, you know? And all my bar shows all the bar shows I did in Pico Rivera helped out when I went to Cabo, or when I was in Dubai, all the Middle Eastern shows I produce, it translated over there. Like, so it's always about, I always perform for different audiences. Like I do black rooms, you know, I do white rooms, I do alt rooms, I do any kind of room. I do open mics all the time. I did an open mic last night.
Oh, really? At the stand-up
comedy club. Yeah, I started open mic there.
How is that? Because I've been trying to get into that club, but Rich doesn't like me.
That's the thing. Rich doesn't like me either. He didn't book me either. Yeah. So I went straight to the source. I went to the owner. I go, I want to do my own show here. I want to open mic. And now I have my own shows there. I headline there once a month on Thursdays. And then I have a showcase for newer comics to get seen by me to help them book, to help the owner book him. Because Richard's not booking me either. It's so weird. He has his people, which is fine. I mean, every booker has their people. And but you can't let that bother you, you know? You're always gonna run into a Richard or someone saying no. And the kind of guy I am, I say, oh, fuck that. I'm gonna figure out a way to get in. You know?
And see, that's another thing about you, which is so beautiful, because like your dad liked me, but your mom didn't, and you still booked me. You know what I mean?
That's the same with me too. You know what's funny? Both my parents don't like me at the same time.
Really?
It's either like my mom likes me today, and then my dad hates me, or my mom, or vice versa.
The last time I did the ha-ha, actually, your mom actually came up to me and she complimented me. She's like, "That's the best I've ever seen you do." I was like, "Oh, thanks." So
she might have had a few wines in her.
I was like, because usually after every single show, you tell me, "I don't know why Jack booked you."
Oh my God.
But the stand-up club, man, I want to get into that club. That'd be cool. Victor wants to get into that club too.
The next mic is March 23rd, and I got 3 people came yesterday that killed the mic, and I had a real audience there too.
Oh,
so it wasn't just like a regular mic. I had a real audience in there, and I had about 15 people there. And then the owner saw them, the owner liked them, and now we're gonna put those guys on the showcase March 23rd at 8 p.m. But we run another mic March 23rd at 6 p.m.
Yeah,
doing it twice a month. Because if you look at the comedy map. All right, there's a Comedy Store, there's the Ha-Ha, the Ice House, the Improv, Ontario Improv, Brea. There's nothing in that San Gabriel Valley, nothing. There's no comedy club in that whole area.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people that live around there that want to get up on stage. And we had about 20 comics yesterday that wanted stage time, and we put them all up.
Oh my God, I should have went, man.
Yeah.
Should have done my what were you offering? 3 minutes or 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
I should have done my
Oh, wow.
tight 3 minutes, because sometimes it's best to give people less and want more, you know?
Did you read that in a book or what?
I don't know. I'm just trying to sound sophisticated.
God, you give less, you get more.
Now, Jack, I wanted to ask you where I know it's been a tough year for you with, you know, the loss of Rico and Foo and stuff. How has that like, have you brought in that into your comedy, how to like talk about it and cope? Because when I lost Norm, that devastated me, and still does to this day. But like, I talk about it in my act right now.
I can't talk about it.
Okay.
Even right now, it kills me, bro. Like it really hurts me. Like, but one thing that I am doing right now, and that's what's making them proud, is they were always very proud of me and were always cheering for me to like make it. Like Rico was always the one go, you're killing it, Jack. He's like, you know what's crazy? All these guys have credits on Netflix, this and that, and they're not even doing half the clubs you're doing.
Yeah.
All these guys are on Comedy Central, and they're not doing. I said, you don't have any of these big name credits, but you're still touring the world. You're traveling. You're doing what you love. You're supporting your family. He goes, I envy you. Rico had a lot of money. You know, a lot of people don't know that. Rico he owned a construction business. He was very smart. He had a degree, and he was just a really smart guy. But he never had his own family. And one thing I always wanted was to have the kind of financial situation he had. And I always tell him, I said, bro, I wish he owned a huge house in Boston, and he had cars, and he was just a really, really well-off guy. But I would always tell him, like, hey, I wish I had what you had. And you know what he would tell me? He goes, I wish I had what you have. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you have a family, you have a kid. You know, he's like, I always wanted that. So that's why for Thanksgiving and Christmas, he would always spend it with me because he didn't have anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The holidays are like super tough, you know, because like especially if you lost people, like the Laugh Factory does every Thanksgiving they like let you feed off them.
Feed the homeless.
Yeah, and you see Tiffany Haddish for free.
Yeah.
So I try to go every Thanksgiving because I love Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany's great. She like started at the Laugh Factory she went to the Laugh Factory camp as a kid.
Yeah.
She's great. But yeah, man, these guys, Rico and Foo, man, they literally lit a fire in me when they passed away. And I made a promise to them that I'm going to make it. And I'm going to shoot my special. I still don't know where I'm going to shoot it, but I'm going to shoot it. And I'm going to have Foo and Rico open for me.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm going to have a big screen and then show their comedy before me. And then I'm going to go open headline.
Oh, my God. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
we should do it at the Rec Room.
Right?
Yeah.
No, I could do a show there, but I'm gonna shoot a special like at a theater or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I meant like do a show too, you know?
Oh yeah, I would do. Do you guys have a screen?
Yeah, I could get a screen there for it.
Yeah,
we watched a movie night one night during the pandemic. It was Jurassic Park. You ever see Jurassic Park?
The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can watch it right now on Netflix for free.
I saw it at the Rec Room. I thought it
was there a 2-drink minimum at the Rec Room?
Yeah, because that's how they.
No. I wasn't being a smart ass. I was legit asking, like, you know.
Is the Rec Room in Long Beach?
Huntington Beach.
So it's pretty far from. It's pretty far. I don't know. I want to do that club, but I feel like I don't know anyone that far.
I got you. I thought I got you in. You did it with Hal Sparks.
But I want a headline.
You want a headline?
But I don't know if I could draw over there, bro.
After this Zoom call, we'll get you a date. I could probably get you a 10 o'clock headlining if you want to do that.
Yeah,
man. That way, if you draw, great. If you don't, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in my wife's pregnant right now.
You're gonna be in my wife's.
No, we're having a boy, so I'm not going anywhere the month of June. So I'll be in town, so maybe we could do something in June.
Yeah, let's do it, man. It'll be fun.
I'm trying to book a bunch of local stuff just in case she calls me that I'm pregnant. I gotta go, you know?
Yeah. And
I don't want to be a cruise ship.
If she gives birth on the day of your show, I could just step in and do a tight 10.
Yes. Or you could just show a YouTube video of me.
Like a live stream.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of YouTube, with like because like now it's all about like how many followers you have and all that stuff, where it's not necessarily about if you're funny and stuff, and how you book if you're funny. How do you fight past that trend? Because a lot of clubs don't do that, you know?
I mean, the clubs don't do that because they are just bookers. I'm a producer, I'm a promoter, and a comedian. Yeah. I don't want to put the pressure of Keith. Hey man, I need you to bring 20 people to the show. I said, if you can bring 2 people, that's cool, you know. But it's all about okay. Look, this is why my shows are so successful. When I produce a show and I put Jack Jr. Presents, all right, my name's on that. So if I'm promoting this show and I'm not even on the show, I'm just producing it, I promote my ass off because my name is on that. Right. I don't want people to go, hey, I went to one of Jack's shows. That shit sucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I promote my ass off because now people go, oh my God, I went to one of Jack's shows. We saw Bill Burr. We saw this guy. We saw that guy. Yeah. And my name's on that. So that's why I promote my ass off. Even if I'm not on the show, I promote my ass off. I'll run Facebook ads.
What if people want to see Jack?
Then they gotta buy a ticket.
Yeah. No, but there's this guy when I started named Doug James, and he used to run like this this bar show in Seal Beach and stuff, and like he would always book the same 3 comics every single week. You know what I mean? And you would ask him for a spot, he would say no, you know, because you're not worthy for him or whatever. But he'd start the show, he'd be like, all right, shut the fuck up, you guys. We're going to start the comedy show. And he did this for like 10 minutes where I was just like, wow, these 3 acts must be really good if you have to follow someone insulting them.
Yeah. And were they good?
I don't remember, but.
Well, you remember him, though. See?
I remember him because
that guy was memorable. That guy was memorable as fuck. Because even you went, like, that's the thing about press. No such thing as bad press. You fucking hate that guy, but you still go, I don't remember other comics, but I remember the shitty guy. That's hilarious, dude.
Keith, the Cookie Monster Reza.
That's fucking hilarious.
Victor, you got any questions for the great Jack Jr.?
Had a couple questions. You kind of
great. I'm all right.
No, come on. They're like real people questions. So you answered it already in part, but my first question was, since the pandemic happened, a lot of things have changed in comedy clubs as far as who they're willing to book. So what would be your best advice for somebody who is not a celebrity, who does not have TV credits, and has not gone viral on TikTok? What would be your best advice for them besides consistently being funny and I don't know, like networking?
Whose show are you trying to get on?
Everybody's
show. Best advice I can give you. How much time do you have?
30 solid, but I could do 45.
Solid, no crowd work.
No crowd work. 30 minutes.
Okay.
No, I could do 45 with crowd work. Anyone could do 45.
We can all do 3 hours with crowd work. I got good 3 hours.
Sir, what was your middle school name teacher? Okay.
Yeah, the best advice I can give you, bro, honestly, if you're trying to pop off somewhere, my dad always says, find a home club, bro. Get seen. Like what I do, bro, is like right now when I'm looking at the Hollywood Improv, I'm going over there, I'm hanging out, I'm rubbing shoulders, and I'm doing whatever I can. I find a booker. Talk to Brian Monarch, talk to me, talk to Mark Sartella. There's so many producers that put on amazing shows. Ask him, hey, I really want to be part of this show. What do I got to do? Do you want me to help see people? Do you want me to help do this? I can run sound. I can promote. I can pass flyers. Once you get past that stage, now you already know you're funny, right? Yeah. You're funny, right?
Absolutely.
So now that's the hard part. I'm funny. I am funny. All right. So now to get your foot in the door, it's business. This is a business. So you need to provide for the business. Fuck your comedy because you're not famous yet, right? Correct. That's how it is, unfortunately. Now you walk in the door, you offer your services, they get you that 5 minutes, you shine those 5 minutes. You got to kill it because you're on that good show. Now Jeff Ross is seeing you, David Spade seeing you, the host is seeing you. Like, who is that new kid? But that's your moment. And if you bomb that moment, I don't care if you go last and there's 8 people in the audience, you fucking kill it. Yeah. Now, if you have that attitude, oh, I sat people and I did all this work and I'm going up last, this is it sucks. Those guys never win, bro. I'm a fucking winner. I am a true person. Whatever I just said right there, I've done that at the Laugh Factory, at the Hollywood Improv, at the Comedy Store, at producer shows, at Mark Sartella shows. I've done that. I've done that in Vegas at the Vegas comedy clubs. Every club, like House of Comedy, I reached out to one of the headliners. I'm like, hey, I'm in town. Can I get 5 minutes? I'll help promote past flyers. Now I'm headlining the House of Comedy everywhere.
That's awesome.
But I'm telling you, like, I already know I'm funny, and I don't have the credits to back it up, which is coming soon, though. I got stuff coming up, but I can't say what. But I'm saying you need to understand the business side of comedy. It's not just – there's so many people in line right now. There's a line of people right now that are funny. All right? How are you going to stand out of those 10 people? I'm going to help you with the business side. And no other booker sees that. That's how I got in with Stand-Up Comedy Club, with John at the Stand-Up Comedy Club. There's a bunch of people. I mean, Richard doesn't book me. Yeah. I go, but you know what? I understand the business. So now I'm going to trade my knowledge with you for stage time. Give me my own show. And that's how it works. But a lot of people don't want to do this shit because they're fucking lazy, because comedians are fucking lazy, and all they do is go on Facebook and talk shit about people. Oh, I don't want to pay $5 for a mic. Oh, I don't want to see people. Oh, I don't want to DJ. Oh, I don't want to do this. These are the same people that have been doing comedy and are considered veterans now because they've been doing the same fucking act for 30 years. You know?
Sorry. I'm really sorry. But yeah, dude, you're hitting a chord a little bit too hard.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, if you really want to put the work, it's not just comedy. You got to understand the business. Put yourself in a comedy festival. Go submit. Go record yourself every freaking day till you get that good 5-minute tape. Submit to the Tonight Show. Hit up Michael Cox. You know, go to a Big Pine Comedy Festival, Big Sky Comedy Festival. Go to Skankfest. There's so many opportunities out there, but these comics are just, I'm gonna just do bar shows forever. No, put the fucking work in.
Well, I think a lot of comics too, they feel.
By the way, you guys can Venmo me for all this advice at Jack Jr. Comic.
I'm broke as shit, but I'm gonna send you something. I'm broke as shit. I'm gonna fucking send you something.
No, you know what's crazy? Because I go to festivals all the time as industry, and everyone goes, "Why is Jack industry?" And then once they hear me talk, they're like, "Oh shit, Jack knows what he's fucking talking about." So yeah. I go to every single festival. I meet new talent. A lot of the comics that I book at the Ha are people that I met at festivals. Like I was in Sacramento at Laughs Unlimited's Comedy Festival. I was in Arizona, San Diego. I'm about to go to Vegas for the Notoriety Laugh After Dark Comedy Festival. When
is that?
It's coming up later this year. Also, Big Pine Comedy Festival submissions are I think they're almost done. So submit to that. A lot of good industries that are there. People from JFL, other festivals. It's good, bro. Like you need to like these guys. If you're watching this as you're a comedian, you guys need to do these festivals and take these comedy. Greg Wilson teaches a comedy class. That's a great comedy class. You know, David Arnold teaches a great comedy class. There's a lot of opportunity for you guys, and it's not just stand up. It's the business side. Think of it as that. It's just that's why I'm so successful. Knock on wood, because I understand both. You know, and eventually I'm putting all these like Joey Diaz would always tell me, "Yo, Jack Jr., you got to put the pieces together." So I'm putting the pieces together right now. And eventually you're going to see a product come out soon. And I've been doing it for 13 years. And I've been so blessed. And I think this is the year shit's going to happen, bro.
Oh, yeah. And the one I wanted to like put a cherry on that pie you just gave us is I think comedians, they just want to do the comedy clubs, but they don't want to do the hard shows like the bar shows or the laundry mats. And I think that shows you're a weak comedian if you don't want to do those.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, those shows, when those laundromat shows, I've done those bar shows
suck.
There's two people. You perform for two people. If you can make those two people laugh, you can make a freaking crowd of 300 people laugh. You know?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Those shows make you so much stronger, and you never know who's gonna be at those shitty shows. You know?
Yeah, that's true. I once did a show at a laundromat, and I'm like not doing so good because everyone's doing their laundry. And you know who comes in? I swear to God, Ron Jeremy.
To get all those cum stains off. Well, yeah.
Now, Jack, are you gonna produce another festival?
So the NoHo Comedy Festival has been on hold because of COVID. Literally, like, I think doors are finally, like, the vaccine restrictions everything's getting lifted soon. So I'm hoping by next year we're gonna bring it back, because a lot of exciting stuff's been happening lately, and I've been making a lot of connections, and I'd love to share my connections with a brand new class of the NoHo Comedy Festival. Because I really like. We did two of them, and they were so much fun.
Yeah, they're definitely fun. Victor, you got another question for Jack?
Yeah, Jack. So I was one of those people that, like, you know, a lot of there's like a billion comics. I know I'm exaggerating, but there's so many comics, and like we were friends online before I knew you, but like I got to see you on the Church of What's Happening Now with Joey Diaz, and I was wondering, did that appearance have an effect on your comedy career, or what happened after that? Because I was like, holy shit, I'm friends with this guy on Facebook. I haven't met him yet. But dude, I mean, Uncle Joey's my hero. I love him. Like, I message him sometimes.
I've known him since I was like a 15-year-old kid.
Oh wow.
Uncle Joey is one of the nicest human beings in the world. I text him every now and then. He's out of town right now. He's in Jersey. But he's the best, bro. When he called me to do that podcast, it was like the next day. I think it was a day of. He goes, "Hey Jack, what are you doing today?" I go, "Nothing." He's like, "You're doing the church. Get your ass over here."
Holy shit!
But yeah, that credit, because I consider it a credit. It was amazing.
It is a credit. Podcasters nowadays are a credit.
I put it on my EPK when I go on the road, and it really helped out a lot. A lot of bookers like that. And what was great too, after I did that, Adam Ray put me on his, and it was like a trifecta of podcasts. Wow. I did About Last Night. I did that. I was doing Kate's. I did Black Hollywood Live. I did a bunch of them.
You did Reza Riffs.
I did Reza Riffs. I did that. It only took them fucking 7 years. But it really did help me out a lot. And you know what's funny? Till this day, people do come to shows that heard me on that podcast.
Yeah.
I believe it, man. You killed it on that appearance. I
remember that day was a funny day because I walked in and I had my hair like a poof. And he's like, "Oh shit, Jack Jr. got a new haircut."
Now, Jack, I had one more question that has nothing to do with like work ethics or comedy, but a couple years ago you got this job where you opened up for Spade for I want to say 4 or 5 months, and Spade is my favorite stand-up. I was wondering, what was that like, and how did you get that job?
I got lucky with that job. I was actually what's his name? Oh man, his regular opener.
Farley?
What's his name? He got me that gig. He called me. What the hell? I can't even figure. I'm like drawing a blank right now. His regular opener. He wrote for him on Lights Out, and David Spade's Lights Out. He's a writer. He got me the gig. I can't remember his name right now. I'm like drawing a blank right now. But he's the one that got me the gig, and we worked Oxnard and Levity together the first time, and I was a huge fan of Spade, like big time. And I was like being like all weird, but then I don't want to be weird, so I just started clowning and making jokes in the green room, and he was laughing. I remember there was a funny story. He wanted like a Diet Coke or something. And I'm like, and he said like, dude, they don't even have Diet Coke here. I go, what? So as a joke, Enrique from the Laugh Factory now was the manager of Levity then.
Right.
So I went and got Enrique this. Enrique, hey, David Spade wants a freaking Diet Coke. Can you go get him a Diet Coke? And David's like, Jack, it's not really that big deal. I said, no, fuck that. And he goes, all right, Jack, I'll go get one. And he goes and gets one from across the street, and he gets a can and he brings it out. But it was so funny because David thought I was being serious. Like I was like yelling at the manager.
Right.
But after that, we just clicked, and then I did a couple more shows with them in Arizona, and it was a really great experience, man. That guy's a really great guy.
Yeah, he's also a great joke writer too.
Yeah.
So, all right, I want to respect your time, Victor. Do you have any last second questions for the great Jack Jr.?
Yeah, Jack. I have a question. You're half Hispanic, right?
Yeah, I'm half Mexican, half Armenian.
Nice. The thick eyebrows. People think I'm part Middle Eastern too. But,
no, you look Mexican.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Well, not according to my urban black students that say you light skin as a motherfucker. But anyway, what's it called? I had a question. What have you done comedy in Spanish, and what is your opinion about Spanish comedy here in Southern California or anywhere for that matter, just in 2022?
That's a good question.
I might get a lot of shit for this right now. I've watched a lot of Spanish comedy on Netflix, and I've just got an idea of it.
Sorry.
I feel that it's all stolen material.
Right.
Okay. Or meme comedians, like they steal all their shit from memes.
Yeah,
that's what I've noticed.
Steal material and put it and they go, it's like I've heard it. No manches, way. Oh my god. I feel like it's some of the jokes I'm like, I've heard that in English. I'm like, that's a freaking Keith Reza joke, in Spanish. Right. And I feel like they're getting away with it right now. Yeah, I don't know, man. I honestly, I've never done it. I almost did one show, but it didn't sound like me. I was like, oh, mi nombre es Jack Jr. Soy armenio mexicano. Te voy a vender un celular, pero te voy a robar después. And it just sounds so fucking hacky.
Yeah.
You got to mention that you're like American or Pocho in some sense. And then I think the crowd will have your back because like I did comedy in Spanish once and I went first because it was my first time on the show, but I was the most experienced comic and I had the best set of the night. And it was my first time doing Spanish.
Yeah.
And so like, I was just wondering because, and then also what you just said about like, dude, Spanish comedy is like 30 years in the past. All due respect with the like everyone's doing Paul Rodriguez.
Yeah, but what?
Everyone's like 30 years behind with the Spanish everyone's doing Paul Rodriguez in Spanish is how I feel. And also you going by the Netflix. I'm not going to say the name of the comedian, but there's this like well-respected, the best comedian in Mexico right now, the creme of the crop right now.
You just said it.
I saw his special.
Richard Villa?
No, it's okay. Richard Villa is funnier than this guy, for the record. And I'm not kissing ass because that fool will not book me. But my point is that the number and Richard Villa opened for this guy in Mexico and all over Latin America too. So
I know you're basically you said his name already. Just say it.
You're saying all these clues. Victor.
At any rate, so no, you can guess.
I figured out the clue. It's Frankie Escamilla.
At any rate, so at any rate, he's talking about Jack. Okay, I need you to fucking censor that part. I'm just kidding. But at any rate, his Netflix special.
He's not watching this.
Let him watch it. Be like, and
if he does, it'll go viral. It'll go viral.
I know.
Yeah, Latin America, they're gonna have the fucking subtitles and shit. But no, at any rate, he's talking about his fucking dog. The whole fucking 30-minute set, the whole fucking time, he's talking about his dog the whole time. And I'm like, this is what it takes to be on Netflix in Spanish? That's it? Oh, cool. Yeah. So I guess the jokes about my dad's cocaine trafficking friend and them pretending to be gay at the gym will totally go over that.
Yeah, totally.
In a Mexican room in Spanish, or at least in California.
I remember when I saw this shit on Spanish, when they first brought it out, I was like, dude, I could get on Netflix by just talking in Spanish.
Right. One of the things is like I don't edit anything because one time I had Heather McDonald on and I was interviewing her and I asked her about what's his name, Louis C.K. about his like because he has a jerking off problem or whatever. And Alan, my co-host, he begged me to edit that. He's like, "Oh, you can't." This is before it came out, like a week before it came out. He's like, "You can't say that. That's slander and stuff. We could get in trouble." I was like, "No, it's actually pretty known, and all this Me Too stuff's going to happen. He's going to get Me Too." Like, well, trend because Fox News interviews Heather McDonald whenever something like this happens. Like, she's the comedian, you know. Week later, it happened, and I was like, "Alan, you motherfucker," you know what I mean? Man. So I'm just saying.
Oh no, we're not blocking that shit. I don't give a fuck. What's it gonna
be?
No,
I was just saying, like you say it.
Well, one thing I want to say real quick. I've seen a Spanish comic destroy the room, and it was authentic as fuck. Jesus Sepulveda.
I just worked with him for the first time. That dude was hilarious in English.
Bro, he is so talented. I'm actually working on a project right now, and I brought him on board. I can't talk what it is yet because it's still a baby. I'm still putting it together.
Right.
But I back up Jesus Sepulveda. He's so talented, so funny. English and Spanish. He has a new special on HBO. Go check it out.
Oh wow, that dude was so humble. He didn't even. He was just like downplaying everything. He just wanted to make sure that everything was cool. And he was a fucking sweetheart too, which was like because it was my first time at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach. Yeah. And I was at a different comedy club like a week earlier, and people in the green room kind of treated me like shit.
Ooh, which one? Where?
Say San Diego.
Huh?
It was in San Diego. But,
so you know what's funny about my podcast? I have a podcast called Comedy Club Confessions, and we say names. You don't even say name. Drop the name. Drop the name.
All right, fine. Okay, look. So nobody knew who the fuck I was when I went to the show.
Nobody still knows who you are.
It was a Latino comedy show. At least I hope one of these fucking Mexicans or Latinos knows who. At least seen my name on a flyer.
You were in Madhouse?
No, I was at the Laugh Factory
in San Diego.
Correct.
Whose show? Oh, Brownish.
Eric Rivera.
Eric Rivera treated you like shit?
No, Eric Rivera was a fucking sweetheart. No,
who treated you like shit? I know everyone on that lineup.
I know you know everyone on that lineup. Okay, this is what happened.
Hold on. Wait.
No.
I'll tell you who treated you like shit.
Get the fuck off your phone. That's not fair. That's not. Okay. Oh,
He's
Jesus
gonna
Christ.
call him right
I'm
now.
gonna call him.
Okay. Oh, for the record, the female comic that went after me was really cool and did not treat me like shit. And then
Luz
the other
Passos?
she was not on the show. That was not wrong show. Get the fuck off that list.
Oh my God,
Get
Victor,
the fuck off
you're
that
eating
list.
your own words.
Okay, fine. Let me just say what I was gonna say without slander. Okay, this is what really happened. Okay, no one. Okay, amongst the Latino comics, no one has ever seen me before, and so they had a different opinion. Like, oh, they put him first because he sucks. And so that's what they thought. Then I go up there and I tell stories about choking on my wife and make the audience laugh. Ha ha ha. And fucking when I get back in the green room, everyone's like, oh, fuck you. You're competition now. We just
Found it. I'm calling.
No, hey, that's
Oh my
Keith.
God.
That's Keith. That's Keith. I saw that. I saw that. That was scary for 2 seconds. That was scary for 2
Who was
seconds.
it? Tell me who it was. I can't find the flyer. I took it down.
Okay, thank God. My secret is safe. I'll just message it to you so you could just screenshot and send it to
If
those
you want
comics.
Jack to book you, you tell him now.
Yeah. Oh, it was Kenny Alvarado.
Who?
Was it a girl?
No, it was a dude.
A dude.
A couple of dudes.
I'm
Jesus
telling
was
you,
there.
you want Jack
No,
to
no,
book
Jesus-
you at the ha-ha, you say
Jesus-
it now, baby.
Jesus was actually very, very cool with me. Different laugh back
Listen,
because that was a long beat.
well, you need to say who it was so then they don't do this again to somebody else.
Okay, it was this dude named David Del Rosario.
Oh my God, that guy.
Oh yeah. Oh bro. Trust me. Trust me.
I just love Jack's laugh.
Oh no, because did you see his reaction? That was my reaction too. Like, hey, dude, I don't suck.
I'm gonna call him right now.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna call. Look,
No, please don't. Please do not call him. 760.
he was
Fuck.
mean. He was mean to you.
He was not very too nice, but his wife was a sweetheart, but maybe that's why he didn't like me.
Anne-Marie. David Del Rosario has a resting bitch face. He does. He's very angry all the time. He's angry. I don't know why he's angry, but did he have his puppy with him too?
Yes, the little puppy. I love that puppo.
He's like fucking Dr. Evil.
Little me.
No, dude, that dog was hella cool. The dog liked me. The wife liked me, but the dude didn't like me.
And that's not that. Well, he's also Cuban too, so man, they're angry people.
But I'm light skinned.
Or maybe Victor just
You know
wasn't
what's funny? You know what's funny? I actually know him very well. I actually sold him and Anne-Marie a car during pandemic.
Oh
shit.
yeah. You used
I
to
mean,
sell cars.
he
I was
was-
gonna buy one from you, but
I still sell cars. What do you think I do all the time?
oh,
I'm like a drug dealer for cars. You want a car? You want
yeah. Let's do it. Well, Jack, where can the folks at home follow and support you at?
Well, listen, guys, I'm on tour for the rest of the year. I'm going to be all over jackjrcomic.com, jackjrcomic.com. I got a bunch of stuff coming up. I'm coming to Arizona, Las Vegas. I'm going to be in Minnesota, Canada. I'm going to be on a bunch of cruise ships. I'm going to be in the Bahamas. I'm going to be Europe, Alaska. A lot of fun stuff coming up. Come see a show, I guarantee you. And if you mention Keith Reza's podcast at a show, I will give you one of my merch shirts for free.
Oh my God.
That's so awesome.
Reza Riff fans, that's gonna be awesome. All
Only
right,
one
Jack.
of Jack shows.
Well, thank you so much for doing it, man. It was fun having fun with you, buddy. I love you very much. And thank you for on a serious note, thank you for actually being a friend. You're the one booker who's never really judged me for about, being weird or whatever. And
You have underwear on still, so it's kind of still weird.
yeah.
Hey,
But
stand
no,
up. Show everyone the underwear. Show everyone the underwear. Show. Look,
Oh my-
I can't
gotta
see
go.
nothing. I can't see.
Oh my
This
God.
is my fat belly. I'm wearing one of those one.
He's wearing.
But no, in all seriousness, thank you. I really do appreciate you.
Appreciate it, bro. I love you, bro. You stay up. You're one of the guys. I honestly, I don't not like anybody. I mean, some people think I don't like them. It's not that I don't like you. It's just that I'm very busy and I can't respond to everyone all the time.
Yeah.
I got kids, man. I got 3 kids. I got 1 on the way. I'm a husband. I have a lot of shit on my plate. I help my parents at the ha. I'm booking my own shit. It's just nothing personal with anybody. I love you guys so much, and thank you for always having me on this podcast too. Thank you.
All right, Jack. I love you, buddy, and we'll see you later, man.
Later.
You're listening to Reza Riffs with Keith Reza and Alan Lee, right here on LA Talk Radio.